Am I the bad guy for not letting my pregnant niece move in? I'm a 37-year-old woman, and my husband is 42. We have 5 kids. We recently moved into our dream house, a large 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with a huge backyard that has an extra 2-bedroom granny flat. A few days ago, my sister-in-law turns up with her 6 kids. Her kids start running amok, so I send them outside to the playground while I give my sister-in-law a tour. When we get to the backyard, she notices the granny flat and asks who's living there. I tell her my 18-year-old boy is. She asks to see it, but I refuse, as he is at work and I'm not going to invade his space. She huffs and isn't happy, but due to previous experiences, she knows not to push it, because I'll just make her leave. After more than a few comments on how it must be nice to be able to give all my kids their own rooms and even let my 18-year-old have his own flat, she talks about how it sucks that her kids are stuck sharing rooms in their 4-bedroom housing commission house, etc. I'm not in the mood, as they had turned up unannounced, whined that they couldn't swim in the pool as my husband hadn't treated it yet, and I didn't have what they wanted to eat for lunch, and refused to order McDonald's for them. I finally got them to leave and hoped they wouldn't be back for quite a while. Unfortunately, I was wrong. Yesterday, my sister-in-law and her 16-year-old girl turned up at 8 a.m. As it's a public holiday in my state, my youngest 3 and I are just having breakfast, while my older 2 are still asleep. My sister-in-law catches my hubby heading to work. I hear yelling from out front of the house and find her screaming at my hubby. In all the yelling coming from my sister-in-law, I find out that she wants her 16-year-old girl to move into the granny flat as they've just found out she's 15 weeks pregnant. She claims that since they're already overcrowded and don't have the room for a baby, she's moving into the flat so I can help with the baby when she goes back to school. My 18-year-old boy will need to share a room with one of his siblings or move out. She won't be paying rent, and we are now responsible for everything she and the baby will need. My hubby continues to shut her down and tells her that we're not responsible for her or her daughter's mistakes, and we're not kicking our son out of the flat he pays rent for. After a few minutes of both my sister-in-law and her daughter yelling at us, they finally realize they're not getting anywhere and leave. They have been posting on social media and whinging to my in-laws and anyone else who will listen about how cruel we are for abandoning our niece in her time of need, and that we have plenty of room, and how we are in a financial situation that I can quit my job to look after the baby so she can get the education she deserves. Most people are on our side, but there's a few saying we're the jerks. So, what do you think? Am I the bad guy for not letting her move in? You are not the bad guy. Not your circus and not your monkeys. Also, you have 5 kids to look after as well. I can't wrap my head around they want you to quit your job. What the heck are they thinking? They are so entitled. If anyone complains, you tell them that they can help your niece if it's so important to them. You should protect yourself. Make sure she doesn't get a key and install a doorbell camera so you'll know when she tries to invite herself over again. You know she's going to rock up with her kids because you've got a bigger house with a playground and pool. Not to mention, she has intentions on the granny flat. Let me know what you would do if you're in this situation down below in the comments. If you subscribe, remember to click the bell icon for notifications. To enjoy all the stories, use the playlist at the top of the description of this video. See you in the next video.